Hello, hello. Is anybody out there? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Is everything coming through all right? Are we officially live on YouTube? This is my first time using this StreamYard platform. I have moved away from Zoom. I'm trying to move to bigger and better platforms. So if you guys can hear me, just throw in the chat. You can hear me a thumbs up, a yes, you're good to go, something like that, anything like that. And then I'll know you guys can hear me and we're going to go and we're going to rock and roll here, you guys. I'm going to take a swig of my drink here, and you guys let me know if you can hear me. Excuse me. Tony says, why are you so zoomed in? I don't know. Do you guys see the full picture? Does it look okay for you guys on your end? Because I don't know. I don't know how it looks on your guys' end. For me, you could see the whole background, like stomach up, all that stuff. Does the screen look okay? Is everything looking funky to you guys? All right. All right. Everybody says it looks fine. So, all right. Well, without further ado, I want to thank you all for joining me here live tonight, of course, on This Is My Design. And what I really wanted to do tonight was to have a full discussion about all things M3gan. The question I want to pose tonight is this movie worth all of the hype? I want to talk about the box office numbers, everything I liked about this movie, my critiques about the movie, and of course, all of your thoughts about the movie as well. Because if you guys know me by now, this has never been about, oh, let's just watch me because I'm the guy on screen. This is about all of us. So we're going to pose all those questions tonight. But right off the bat, I want to let you guys know that we're going to go for about an hour tonight. We're going to end right at 8 o'clock, maybe a few minutes shy of 8 o'clock, maybe a few minutes after 8 o'clock, something around that time frame, because I don't want to go all night and keep you guys all night. I want to be mindful of your guys' time and your Saturday night. So we're going to get in, we're going to have fun, and we're going to get out of here. But first and foremost, I want to say hello to everybody in the chat, everyone that's been hanging out and that is here right now. Excuse me. We got James Wanna Play. He's hanging out with us. We got Ghost Hunting. He's hanging out with us. We got Juju B. I know who you are. You're hanging out. Thank you so much. We got Beast. Appreciate you stopping by, of course. Primetime Horror. Ryan. Awesome channel. Thank you for being here as well. Tony, my man. Tony, man. I hope you're feeling better. Tony's here. Downhill, of course. I can't stream without Downhill. It's just not right. Still, that epic picture. Excuse me. Arbitrary name. Arbitrary name. I haven't watched M3gan yet, so I'm going to have this running on mute so you can get the viewer count. Well, I appreciate that. We're at 10 right now, so it's a hell of a lot better than I thought I was going to do. I know who Bobby Forsyth, that's family. She's here. Thank you so much. I don't know if you've ever watched my stuff before, so thank you so much. I appreciate that. Who else is here? YB says weenie alert. That's me. Here we go, guys. Lasso of Truth. Hey, what's up, Lasso of Truth? She has an awesome channel, you guys. Seriously. After the stream, or you can even cut me off right now and go subscribe to her channel if you love horror content. She does really cool figure reviews, similar to the ones I do. Kind of, same style and everything. And she has a really cool real horror podcast type thing where she talks to other people and content creators about movies. And she did a Freddy versus Jason one that had me freaking hooked. So I just watched that. So I want to thank you guys all for that. Ghost Hunting, he says he hasn't watched M3gan yet. That's okay. You guys you've blown me up so far. Like, I don't even know what to say to all this. Primetime Horror says this is already better than mine and James's streams. No, hey man, I appreciate that so much, but nah, man. Like, I'm a fucking nobody, man. You guys should have seen me trying to prepare for this. I'm like checking every light and I'm ducking and dodging everything, and I'm choking on my toothpaste because I'm so anxious and shit. So nah, man, it's all good. Lasso of Truth says thanks. Absolutely, I love your channel. I absolutely love your channel. I love your figure reviews. And hey, if there's Freddy versus Jason content, I need to know about it because I'm a Freddy versus Jason guy. So shout out to all of you guys. I appreciate the hell out of all of you being here. The first thing I wanted to do, I have this all mapped out. I got my notes. But unfortunately, as soon as I hit live, I kind of just got nervous and everything went away. So we're just gonna fly and we're gonna see what we can do tonight, guys, and just hopefully wing it and have some fun. So the first thing, you guys, I wanted to talk about was the box office for M3gan. So M3gan, of course, you got Jason Blum, James Wan. They came together again because they've worked together before. Some people don't know that, but they come together again to give us the first big horror movie of 2023. And of course, James Wan. Going into this, I'm like, he's kind of like the killer doll expert, right? He's had his hand in Annabelle. He's had his hand in Saw. He's had his hand in Dead Silence. So I was like, okay, let's see what we got here. If you guys remember The Clash over on I Like Scary's channel, we actually talked a little bit about M3gan. If you guys remember last year when this movie was coming out, we saw the poster for M3gan, and it was like, oh, okay, it's this killer doll, it's this girl, and we're just like, all right, whatever. Like, nobody really was too hype about it. We weren't sure what to expect. And going into it, I was very shocked by what I saw, and we'll get into that. But first and foremost, like I said, is the box office numbers. I want to talk about the box office. Ghost Hunting says, amazing background. Thank you so much, man. I've worked so hard, you guys, on this horror room. Like, it's incredible. Like, so many thousands of dollars in time and love and passion has gone into this, and I'm trying to figure out which wall I want it to stream from, but I want to make it different from my YouTube videos, so I do this. James says, damn, 5 minutes in already killing it. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Primetime horror. The box office was so big because the movie got so much hype beforehand because of M3gan's wacky dance. Oh my God, you guys are just putting me in overdrive, man. I'm sweating. Yeah, dude, we're gonna talk about the dancing. Remind me, guys, if we don't talk about that. So let's knock this box office out, and then we're gonna go right in advance, then we'll go into the movie, and then at the end we're gonna talk about what's coming next for M3gan, and then I'm gonna let you guys go and enjoy your Saturday night. So, of course, this movie, if you guys don't know, this movie came out January 6th, of course, of this year, and it had a $12 million budget. All right. M3gan had a $12 million budget, which by no means I would say it's not low budget or anything. It had a good sizable studio backing. And again, you had two powerhouses in horror come together. So how did it perform? Just opening weekend, you guys, okay? Just opening weekend. We're going to talk about here for a second. When this movie, I was actually doing some research about M3gan, and internally, like the studio and all them, the studio heads and everything, internally, they projected this movie was going to make 20 million. That was the projected number. They figured, okay, this movie is going to make 20 million. And already at that 20 million mark, they were already talking about doing a sequel because they believed in the movie and the script and everything so much that they said, if we hit 20 million, let's talk sequel. Well, this movie happened to do 30.2 million opening weekend, and that's just North American theaters, right? That's just, is it domestically? 30.2 million opening weekend. In addition, it did 14.8 million internationally, which boosted it over 40 million for just the opening weekend, you guys. Holy crap. What's going on with this movie? What's with all the hype? It's the critics love it, the fans love it. I'm ready to throw my money out there because I want a M3gan doll. You see the dolls behind me? I got an Annabelle doll in front of me. I want a M3gan doll. Where's my M3gan doll? Trick or Treat Studios, I'm talking to you because I know you're watching. I know you're one of those 13 people. I know you are. Don't lie to me. I know it. Mark my words. By the end of the year or next year's catalog, we're going to have a M3gan doll in Trick or Treat Studios. Guaranteed it. So this movie killed it. Absolutely killed it opening weekend. And fast forward to today, and then we'll wrap up our box office roundup here. I just thought it'd be something fun to add to the stream. Today, where it stands, M3gan has made over $1.4 million at the box office. Talk about an unbelievable turnaround. 12 million to over 104. You guys, this movie is killing it. Let's talk about the movie and let's see if it's justified in those numbers. So Ghost Hunting says, hey, Mike, I will change my YouTube name to God, I could never say that, man. Help me out, guys. Horror. Maybe I will start horror collection room tours. Hey, absolutely, man. Go for your horror room tours because They first of all, they're super fun, and when you share your collection with other people, it in turn helps you grow your collection and boost your passion. And if you're about numbers and growing your channel, let me tell you, dude, it does killer. It does killer. Tony's talking about, for real, that dance did get a lot of people's attention. So, all right, let's talk about the promotion of the film, and then we're gonna move into the movie. So, you guys are absolutely nailing it with this movie. The most known thing about this movie, and it blows me away, is that damn dance, that hallway scene when M3gan dances in front of the big toy executive guy. Like, literally, that dance has taken the internet by storm. It's in TikToks and GIFs and GIFs and all that crap. And it's people are making YouTube videos about it. People are practicing it all the time. This little wavy shit. You know what I was going to do, you guys, to be funny, before the stream started, it was going to be me. I was going to do a pre-record, and it was going to be me doing the M3gan dance. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't think I could do it. I don't know if my body can move like that, so I ended up not doing it. But yeah, that's what's so funny about this movie, you guys, is that the movie is so known for this wacky dance. And when you see that dance, you're almost like, what the hell is this movie even going to be about? You know what I mean? Like, you start to wonder, is this even going to be good, or is this some schlocky, goofy horror comedy? Like, what is this? It's all about that damn dance. And the promotion for this movie was so wacky. You had people dressed up like M3gan dancing on the Today Show and dancing in football fields, and they were taking stage in Center Vegas, and they were dancing, and so it was just crazy. The dancing and the promotion for this movie has just been nuts, man. I just can't believe it, but it did pretty well. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that one. Downhill is hard right now. Hey, classic. Hey, man, Downhill, if you're hard right now, man, all I can say is I'm glad to help. I'm glad to be of service in any way I can. James says, I'm glad that they only did the dance once because I thought it would be a recurring thing and get annoying. Exactly right. It's guys, if you haven't seen M3gan, it's one scene. It's literally one scene that she does it, and then she goes full-blown ass-kickery murder mayhem mode, and it's like the best stretch of the whole movie. So yeah, it's not this big repetitive thing, because I thought getting too excited. I thought she was going to dance throughout the whole movie too. Like, that was going to be M3gan's thing. Like, she's a dancing robot. You know, she dances all the time. She dances with Katie. It's not, honest to God, guys, it's not that. It's not that. Primetime Horror says, very impressive for a horror movie. Exactly, especially a horror movie in January. Nobody expected this. Nobody expected this. Ghost hunting. Will Trick or Treat make a M3gan doll? Dude, honestly, I will put it on right now. You can screen record this. By next year, Trick or Treat Studios will have a full-size replica M3gan doll, and I will pre-order it 100,000%. I can almost guarantee it. Lasso of Truth says she agrees. If I skip your guys' comments, I totally don't mean to. It's just you guys are being so cool to me right now. I did not expect this many comments. Tony says the dance was short too. Exactly. YB says, I admit I did that dance in the mirror earlier. Dude, I did too. To prep for the video, I was like, okay, let me see if I can do this. And I was just like, no, stop. People are gonna turn away. My boy Brent says I want to do a dance. Dude, do a dance, man. Freak it. Freak the night away. Downhill says, I am. Thank you, Pumpkin. Oh, because you're hard. Well, hey, man. Any way I can help. So, all right, guys. So let's get into the movie here. First and foremost, I wanted to shout out the cast, because every good movie is obviously driven by a good cast, and we had Gemma. Gemma was the aunt who takes I almost said possession, but she takes guardianship of the little girl Katie after her parents are killed in an accident. Okay, and that kind of sets up the movie. And Gemma is this really kind of selfish, so involved in her work woman, and she wasn't close with her sister, and she just gets this kid dumped on her lap in a tragedy, and it's really crazy how that comes to be. And she ends up trying, at the same time of taking care of Katie, she's also trying to invent the next big toy, because they're trying to make it big, and that's her job, and she wants to move up that career ladder. So she comes up with the idea of M3gan and blah, 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 and she makes M3gan for her niece, Katie. So she has a friend and a companion, and then obviously the AI starts to go haywire and things go off the rails from there. And that's kind of the setup for the movie, if we set the table, if you will. So Gemma was played by Allison Williams, who does a phenomenal job. So good, in fact, that I'm really looking forward to seeing her in another movie because I thought she absolutely killed it. Killed it. She played her role perfectly because I got to be honest, and you guys let me know in the comments right now if you guys agree with me. But for the good at least half of this movie, I didn't like Gemma. Like, not her performance, but her as a character. She was so self-centered and so focused on her work. And I was like, no, you need to be there. You need to be there for that little girl. Like, you need stop that right now. You need to be there for her, and you need to get your head out of your ass and fuck your work. It's all about that little girl. It's all about her. And for a good half of the movie, at least, I honestly thought M3gan was more endearing to Katie than Gemma was. I wanted M3gan to raise her literally, like, for the whole movie. I was like, yo, M3gan, 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 M3gan. Until she turns crazy at the end, toward the end of the film, toward the climax. I was rooting for M3gan. I was M3gan all day. So I really love that. And speaking of Katie, the little girl in the film, she is played by Violet McGraw, if I'm saying that right. She, again, did an awesome job. The thing with child actors is they can be bad, they can be annoying. Sometimes it's hard to watch a whole movie watching kids. Sometimes it's just rough, But she did a really good job, and shout out to her. M3gan, if you guys don't know, was a mix of robotic M3gan and also an actress inside of M3gan. And that was Amy Donald, who made her actual film debut here in M3gan. And that little girl, let me tell you, is set for the rest of her life. She can sign autographs as M3gan for the rest of her life, and she'll be doing better than probably all of us. So shout out to her as well. And Jenna Davis was the voice of M3gan, which I thought was really cool. And a little bit of behind-the-scenes spice, you guys. The pre-record voice that they did, so they played for the actors on set while shooting, was actually done by Kimberly Crossman for the on-set playback. But Jenna Davis was the voice you hear in the film. So I thought that was kind of cool. Wanted to give my shout-outs to the cast. All right. James, yes, Downhill still has that picture. I love that guy's getting over, by the way. Ghost Hunting says, nice mug. I have the Walking Dead mug. Hell yes. I love the Walking Dead. Downhill wants another NECA. Hey, man, I do giveaways all the time. No, actually, I haven't in a while. I've kind of cut that back, but I'll send you a NECA if you want one. Ghost Hunting says, I got 3 shirts, 1 chapter. It chapter 1, Stranger Things 4, Freddy, and you will post on Facebook. Yeah, man, post them on Facebook. I'd love to see your shirts, man. Absolutely. You're Julie, right? I'm so sorry. Like, I see so many faces. Is it only in theaters? Currently, right now, yes. M3gan is in theaters, but I would guarantee within a couple weeks it's going to be streaming on something. I'm sure they struck up a deal with one of those streaming services. Ghost Hunting says, you are the best YouTuber and only mine. Are you saying, okay, first and foremost, thank you so much for that super kind comment that I don't deserve, quite frankly. I'm just a nobody, man. I'm still new to all this, but I really appreciate that love, man. And if you're saying I'm your only best friend, I'm proud to be your best friend, man. You come by anytime. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Facebook, man. I'm always here for you. Chris Fawcett, what's up, man? Welcome to the live. He says, I loved M3gan. I got a poster and made some replicas of her. I saw. Didn't you post them in the horror group chat? Or not the chat. The horror group on Facebook. This is our design. Yeah, man, I love it. I love it, man. I'm glad you loved it. Tony says she was the typical parent who just uses technologies to raise their kid. Tony, I'm glad you said that because that reminds me. I'm really glad you guys are here to help me out. Because like I said, I took notes and I went blank once I hit live. But this movie was really cool too because it had these underlying themes into it. You know what I mean? Woven into it about parents these days and technology and screen time and the dangers of parents just saying, "Oh, here, go watch YouTube. Go away. Daddy's busy. Go watch YouTube." You know what I mean? Like there's that really deep theme and thread throughout the whole film, like Tony is saying, of technology and their kids and the good and balance to it. And I really like that. And to be honest, as a parent myself, if you guys are watching and you're new and you don't know, I have 2 kids. And being a parent and watching this movie, it really made me kind of reflect, like, huh. Because there's been times where, if you're a parent, Tony, you're just the kids are just driving you up the wall. So you give them an iPad and you say, hey, go watch Turbo Toy Time. Go watch anything except Ryan's Toy Reviews and just give me an hour, please. Daddy needs some time to himself. So it really raises those questions, and it's a really, really great thread throughout that movie, a really great underlying theme that I thought was definitely worth looking into and exploring and kind of making you reflect, especially, like I said, um, on the film itself. So yeah, definitely it was a great underlying theme. Uh, just to I don't want to bury the lead too much. I'm just gonna let the cat out of the bag right now. I loved this movie. I absolutely loved this movie. I thought it was great. I thought it was paced well. I thought the performances were great. And this is a day one Blu-ray pickup for me. I loved M3gan. I loved it way more than I thought I would. Like I said, Trick or Treat Studios, and I'm saying when they get that replica doll, I'm gonna be a day one. I'm a day one pre-order, and it just really, really excites me, man. Like that we got another face to add to the horror, right? I can see M3gan's face being in collages on people's YouTube channels, or when you go to like Canvas or Red Canvas or Canva or whatever, and Redbubble, and you order T-shirts and like the print is 40% smaller than it's supposed to be and stuff, and it's like a horror collage, everything from Jaws to Chucky. M3gan's gonna start being in there, man. M3gan is gonna start working her way up. Now, I've seen people, I don't know if it's clickbait or not, but I've been seeing people say icon, slasher icon is born. Like, all right, let's settle down a little bit. It's not in let's settle down with the icon. She's an icon. Like, let's temper it a little bit. She's had one really good movie, but yeah, I do think she's going to be a face of horror going forward, and quite frankly, I absolutely love that, because I've been saying this before. I want personally more female representation in horror, like big female names. Yeah, we have Carrie, that's true, but now look what we've gotten recently. Now we got Pearl. And now we got, I mean, she's been around for a while, but with the sequel, she got a lot bigger. We got Esther from Orphan. And now we got M3gan. Like, keep it coming. We got Tiffany. Like, I'm not, excuse me, it's backwards. We got Tiffany. So just keep it coming, man. Keep that stuff coming. Really, really great stuff. I love this movie. Like I said, the performances were great. The pacing was great. And I like how, another thing, and guys, please blow up the chat with what you liked about the movie. We'll highlight your comment, and that'll spur more conversation. So what did you guys like about the movie? Just start throwing it in there, you guys. Go for it. Have a blast. We're all talking here. Yeah, I really loved about this movie too was all the time that you spent with Katie and M3gan together, but without M3gan being like psychotic. Do you know what I mean? Like, it really built the relationship between those two to the point where when you get to the end of the movie, you kind of feel bad, right? You kind of feel bad for M3gan. I shouldn't eat all that Chinese food before going live. Or not M3gan, I'm sorry. You kind of feel bad for Katie, because Katie really confided in that doll, and that doll was really there for her at a time that Gemma wasn't for most of the film. But I really like how they built that dynamic between the two, and they built that relationship before M3gan starts going off the fritz and starts killing people and madness ensues. So I really, really liked how they did that. I really, really liked how they did that a lot. The dynamic between M3gan and Katie. James says they did a good job casting her, because in Get Out, she was one of the most hateable characters. So the fact they made me root for her towards the end is impressive. See, I agree. I forgot she was in Get Out. I totally forgot. But you're right. I think that was her horror debut, if I'm not mistaken, in Get Out. I believe it was. And exactly, man. Like, when Gemma first came on, I didn't like her at all. Although, all you collectors in the chat right now, you guys got to tell me, who else related to that scene when Katie was trying to touch all her toys on the shelf, and she's like, hey, no, that's a collectible. That's not a toy. That's a collectible. How many of you can relate to that? Because I know I can. My girls come in here all the time and try messing with my stuff. That was totally relatable. Ghost Hunting says, Andy from Chucky is the best kid actor. He was so cute. Yeah, man. Alex Vincent was really good, I thought, in Child's Play 1 and 2. I think his acting got a little bit better in Child's Play 2, just personally. But yeah, he was a really good actor, and he was a cute kid. So yeah, definitely. Want to Play, James says, kind of reminds me of Dr. Foley's recasting in the Chucky TV show. Dude, for real. Talk about absolutely hating Dr. Foley in Cult of Chucky. Like, absolutely, like, couldn't hate a character anymore. And then in season 1 of Chucky, it was like, oh, he's a good dad, blah blah blah. So what do we got here? Chris says she reminds me of the episode of Haunting Hour and Slappy 2. Yeah, exactly, man. She reminds me of Slappy, Annabelle, is it Billy? Is it Billy? Not Saul, but from Dead Silence. Yeah, so all that stuff, man, definitely. Juju B, yeah, Julie, LOL. Your gamer tag was Frankenschmidt. Yes, we all called you Franken. Tony, you probably remember Frankenschmidt too. We used to play Friday the 13th all the time together. Absolutely. Ghost hunting, you need to be in the group, brother. All you got to do is just send a request and we'll accept you right away. Tay, my wife, says it was a great movie. It was. Taylor and I went to see it in the theater and we both absolutely loved it. All right, so you guys, I'm trying to click on some comments that are M3gan related because, like I said, we're going to get in and out tonight for an hour. I'm not going to keep you guys all night. James says something I thought was well done was the humor. So many horror movies put in the wrong spots, but this one was funny as hell when it needed to be, or when it wanted to be. Again, James, I have that in my notes and I just completely forgot. So thank you so much for that. Dude, I couldn't agree more. This movie, it did the humor was so subtle and almost so dry, but like James said, it was in the perfect spots. Like one of the worst examples I can think of is Halloween 2018. You guys remember when Michael was in the closet and the babysitter's trying to close the door and the door pops open and Michael, comes out to get the babysitter and the little boy goes, "Oh shit!" My whole theater erupted in laughter. So did I. It was funny. The kid delivered that line. It was really funny. The problem is you lost all of that tension. Because now while the babysitter's getting killed, you're still laughing. You're nudging the buddy next to you, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom, your sister, your dog, whoever you took to the theater with you. You're looking at them and you're laughing like, that was funny. And that was a good one. And then you look back at the screen. Oh, she's dead. So all that tension was just completely sucked out of the scene. This movie doesn't do that. There's like the kick Hasbro in the dick line that made me laugh. Certain things that M3gan says, again, it's that dry humor. Like, it's not intended to be funny. She's like, if she comes in here, I'll rip your head off. I swear to God, I will. Or whatever she says when she's holding Gemma down to the table in, like, the last act of the movie. That shit had me, like, chuckling. But it was dry, though. It wasn't, like, on-the-nose humor, you know what I mean? It wasn't a dick joke or something, you know what I mean? Like, the Hasbro kick him in the dick joke came at the right time. There was no tension in that scene. It was just a guy getting hyped up about wanting to beat his competitor. So, James, I can't agree with you more, man. The humor was spot on. And the thing with humor is I feel like so many filmmakers try to cram it into films because humor is the easiest reaction to invoke out of somebody, right? If you want to make someone laugh, it's easier than to make someone cry or to make someone feel something in their chest, like to feel emotion. Real emotion. Laughter is so easy. You fucking slip on a banana peel and somebody's laughing. Someone slips on black ice and it's not funny, but you're laughing. Laughing is such an easy emotion, but this movie did that balance so well of scary and humor. I've seen some people say this is a great horror comedy, but it's not, though. It's not a horror comedy. This movie is so suspenseful, and it builds in such a creative way to where, M3gan, what's going to happen? The neighbor's dog, if you guys remember, when the neighbor's dog attacks Katie, the little girl, and M3gan is there, you're like, what's going to happen to that dog? But then everything's okay. And it builds and builds and builds and builds. And I got to say, you guys, another thing I got to say about this movie was I really loved how deep this movie was. Like when I said in the beginning of the stream, coming into this is way different than I thought it was going to be. When I talked about this movie last year and I saw the poster, I honest to God thought this movie was going to be a balls to the wall slasher movie with a killer doll. I thought M3gan was going to rip people's arms off. I thought this movie was going to be grisly type violent, not Terrifier levels, but I thought it was going to be super violent. And quite honestly, it's not. This movie, it's not as violent as you might think, and it's not as slasher driven as you might think it was. Like this movie is actually really great in character development, character arcs and like really falling in love with these characters and learning to really love and care for them. And that's what I really, really, really love about this movie. This movie, I'm telling you guys, has some scenes that are extremely deep. And one scene was almost honestly getting me a little choked up. Um, if you guys remember the scene where the little girl is confiding in the doll that I'm afraid I'm going to forget these memories of my mom. You know, someday when I grow up, I'm not going to remember these memories anymore. You know, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of that. And then like the M3gan doll records her memory and plays it back and says, "It's okay. Like the memories, you know, is always in me, and I can always play it back. You always remember. You can always remember it." That was a very emotional scene, and this movie has so much heart and so much gravity to it that you really don't expect it to. Because again, like Tony said and James was saying, all you picture is that doll doing this in the hallway. But it's such a deep, deep movie, and it's so much better than it had any right to be. And now the critics are loving it and the fans are loving it. And Tony, as I see right now, I think more people need to give this movie a chance. Dude, honestly, screw the dance, just go watch this movie because it's so, so well done. Ghost Hunting asks, "Did you see my new my new horror NECAs?" I think so, bro. Did you send them to me on Facebook? Your Predators, and then you got the Funkos, and you got like those spicy taquitos and all that. If you're talking about something else, man, please send it to me. Classic says, "Downhill could move like M3gan in the sheets." Hey, tops off, man. You got to have those moves, man. That's what the ladies are looking for. The Dunwich Depths. Hey, what's up, bro? Thank you so much for joining, man. I don't recognize that name off the top of my head, man. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. What did I miss so far? Is it good or bad? Excuse me. It's good. It's great. In my opinion, and so far, Depths, everyone in the chat has been giving nothing but praise for this movie. Like Tony said, give it a chance, man. Just go watch the movie. Just go in blind and just enjoy, man. It's a great, great movie. This is day one Blu-ray pickup for me. It's made over $100 million at the box office, and it's already been greenlit for a sequel. So, dude, it's really, really good. James says, "Bro, when the boss said, 'oh shit,' and hauled ass down the hallway while M3gan was doing cartwheels and shit was so funny, but also terrifying, which is so rare." Exactly, man. That scene, the classic scene of M3gan doing that dance, it like if you haven't seen the movie, it's not like this schlocky scene. Like James said, it's scary. Like you just see this doll standing there, and she just busts into this move, and she's as she's dancing, she's doing cartwheels and getting closer to you, and then she rips off like the blade. I think it's to a paper cutter, if I remember correctly. I saw the movie opening weekend, so it's been like 2 weeks, but she rips off that blade, and if you guys can see my thumbnail, she stands there with the blade at her side, and she doesn't even run, right? She just menacingly. Oh my God, excuse me, guys. I haven't had a beer in a long time. I'm actually eating better, so it's my first beer in a long time. So I think it's getting me that Chinese food. But she just menacingly walks toward this guy down the hallway in this chase scene. And it's so terrifying. And it's such a different contrast to the bully scene, which she was running on all fours. Like she's like, "I think, you know, this is where you run, or I think you should run now." And she just starts hauling ass, dude, like a fucking ape or something, man, like on all fours. She just starts running after this bully, and it's the creepiest shit I've ever seen. So yeah, dude, M3gan is so, so creepy. Like you said, it's rare because it's funny, but it's also terrifying. And it doesn't take the tension out of the scene for me personally. Because by the time you're done laughing about M3gan doing her dance, they're already at the elevator and M3gan's killing that one guy. So it doesn't take away anything from the scariness and the tension of the scene. That's how I feel. So yeah, I totally agree with you. Ghost Hunting says, "What's the name of group?" If you're talking about the Facebook group, it's This Is Our Design HC. Langers? What's up, bro? Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure if you're subscribed to the channel or not, but either way, man, I from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for joining, man. He says, "I really hope they make a 1-to-1 replica doll of M3gan. Be fire." Hey, dude, listen. Not only do I agree, not only will I be a day one pre-order, but I guarantee you can screenshot this and take it to the bank. Trick or Treat Studios is going to do a 1-to-1 M3gan doll. It's just a matter of time. I guarantee it. Chris Fawcett says, "The part with the bully was one of the more violent parts, it definitely surprised me they killed a child, let alone in a PG-13 movie. Dude, exactly. I forgot to mention this movie's PG-13. Don't let that chase you away. Please do not let that deter you from this movie. Hi, Raina. I'll see you in a little bit. But dude, I totally agree, man. That bully scene was crazy, you guys. Like when Megan's chasing that bully, through the woods and stuff, and she like rips the kid's ear off, and the kid runs and he gets pow, he gets hit by the truck. It's just crazy, man. It's absolutely nuts. And I just love it. I love that scene so much, man. Oh my god. Like that scene is just so. Hi, Raina. See you in a little bit. My daughter talked to the vent. Sorry about that. About a half hour. Love you. So yeah, dude, I really, really love that scene so much, man. I totally agree with you with the bully scene, and the fact that they did kill that child, and you got to see the kid put in the body bag and everything in a PG-13 film. I thought was pretty crazy. Tony says, I think more people need to give the movie a chance. I feel like it got a lot of hate for no reason other than the dance. I agree, man. If you look at nothing but the promotion for this movie, all you see is people dancing and AI. The movie is so much more than that. It has heart, it has levity, it has suspense, it has good kills. Let's talk about kills. Has anybody mentioned the neighbor kill yet? Oh my god! Dude, again, that subtle, dry humor that's so terrifying at the same time, like James was saying, because obviously Megan kills the neighbor's dog, right? So when the girl sees the doll, or the neighbor sees Megan, and she goes, I don't remember the dog's name, Wolfie or something. Maybe I'm thinking of Terminator. She goes, "Where's Wolfie?" And Megan responds with the most dry, like on point answer I've ever heard. He's 132 miles south, 3 degrees below, 6 feet, whatever. She gave the exact location of where her dog is, obviously dead. And it was just like, oh, it was such a chilling line, and it was just so, so, so cool. So I agree, man. Forget the dancing, forget the promotion. Just go see this movie, man. I can't tell you guys enough. Langers. For what this movie is, the film is great, and I'm interested to see how the uncut version will be. I totally agree, man, because did anybody else get the feeling that there was things cut out of this movie? I feel like this started as an R-rated film, and I feel like they cut certain things out. I don't know why. I just have that feeling, especially with the kill with the neighbor when she shoots her against the freaking against the wall with the power washer, the pressure washer, and then she shoots her in the hand with the nail gun, and she just melts her fucking face. Oh my god, I love that kill, but it cut away a lot, so I feel like there's definitely more to be seen that we didn't. My beautiful wife says the bully scene was hands down my favorite. I love the bully scene. It was like, first of all, I love bullies getting what they got coming to them. Second of all, the way Megan ran and the outfit she had on, that like dark like black pea coat or whatever it was, I thought was just insanely cool. Again, guys, I want to keep this about an hour. So we're already at 38 minutes, man. Okay, so the part with the bully shocked me the most because I was surprised they killed a child. Oh, we did that one. Ghost Hunting says, "Will you gonna do a Dead Silence live stream? I watched them 1,000 times. Not, I don't plan to, man. Honestly, right now the plan is if you guys like this, and clearly it looks like you guys do, this was a way bigger success. If everybody left me right now, this was a way bigger success than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to go live all year with all the big horror movies. We're going to do a live stream for Scream 6. We're going to do a live stream for Evil Dead Rise. We're going to do a live stream for Saw X. We're going to do a live stream for Maxine if that comes out this year. Maybe we'll even do Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Like, we'll see. But yeah, all the big ones we're going to do. He says, I just found your channel now, man. Thank you so much, man. Hey, listen, man, if you like it and you subscribe, I appreciate the hell out of you, man. You're always welcome here. You can join our chats. You can join the lives, man. Enjoy the content. If you got a channel, I will check your channel out too, man. We're all a community here, man. Ghost Hunting says, I joined. I need to accept on a Facebook. Thank you. Anytime, brother. Everybody's welcome. Taylor, if you're watching, babe, can you accept him, please? Horror Gang is in the house. What's up, guys? What's up, Horror Gang? Hey, man. I'm going to be shouting out yours live stream tonight too, man. I got it all written down here. I know you're going live tonight, so we're gonna get that in the end. We're going about 20, 25 minutes, guys, and we're gonna call it. Horror Gang, I love your channel, man. You are kicking ass. Congrats. I forgot what the word was. Congratulations on passing 1,000 subscribers, man. You deserve it. James says, I didn't even realize it was PG-13. Like, it was as creepy and violent as an R-rated movie. I agree. Chris Foster said she effed that old lady up. Yeah, she fucked her up, man. Love that scene, and seeing her voice after she was ripped in half was nightmare fuel. Dude, 100%. Lasso of Truth is still here. Thank you so much. I was waiting for your review to decide if I should see this movie. I think I'll see it. Lasso, please, please watch this movie. Like, I mean, not everyone's gonna like it, right? There's gonna be someone that watches it and they're like, I don't understand what the hype's about. You know, Mike was going on for an hour about this movie, and everybody in the chat loved it, and I hate it. That's fine. We all have different likes. We all have different tastes. Not everybody, we would die for a leprechaun movie. They're like I would or something. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's got different tastes, but Lasso, I'm telling you, give it a shot. It's really, really, really good. Really good. Horror Gang says I still have yet to see M3gan. Horror Gang, it's okay, brother. Like I guarantee it'll be streaming in a couple weeks, or it's still in theaters. I was actually going to go see it tonight in preparation because I want to see it again, but I didn't have time, unfortunately. Julie says, yeah, same. I was wanting to see it as well. Now I have to. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just guys, give it a chance. I think you guys will really, really like it. Like I said, it's a heavy movie. It's great character growth, good character arcs. Like you're attached to the characters. Great performances, really good kills. It's creepy. It's suspenseful. I only had one thing I didn't like about the movie. Honestly, I can't even say I didn't like it. It was more just like, okay, I'll take it. And we'll get to that in just a few minutes. Ghost hunting. Hey. Don't cuss your kids. Gonna hear you. Don't want that. LOL. Yeah, dude, honestly, man, I cuss all the time. My kids are upstairs, so hopefully they can't hear me, but they hear me cuss around the house. They kind of know right from wrong, but, it is what it is. Taylor says, absolutely, I will in a few. Thank you, Taylor. Ghost hunting, Taylor. Tay, she's my wife. She is going to accept you in the group, man, so you can start talking that bloody good shit. YB says you also review the movie Sick. You're welcome. Hey, you guys, real quick. Sick is streaming, I believe, on Peacock. YB put me up on this. This is penned by Kevin Williamson. Kevin Williamson, if I'm saying that right. Obviously, most notable for the Scream. Right, Scream. That movie was phenomenal. It feels like Scream, but it's a great slasher movie, and you can stream it right now. It's called Sick. YB, we just might do that. Ghost hunting, I will watch it tomorrow. Love it, brother. The film was rated R plus and got few scenes reshoot for going down to PG-13. See, thank you. He's bringing behind the scenes knowledge. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Is it Langers or Langers? I'm going to say Langers. I feel like I have seen you before, bro. Do you got a YouTube channel, or maybe just because your comment popped up more than once? So there you go. So I'm with you. I want to see an uncut. Let's see what else. Let's see what they cut out of that movie. You know what I mean? But honestly, making it a PG-13 worked. He says, pretty sure an uncut version will be released. I probably, more than likely. You should also review the movie Sick. Oh, we did that one. James says, the boss is already in the running for side character of the year. I was dying when he was on screen. Dude, that guy was so fucking funny. The kick him in the dick line, like just the look on his face and how he reacted to people. Even when he got mad, it made me laugh. I really love that, man. And I love the little peek behind the curtain of like toy companies and like that pressure and, to get the new toy, what's hot and what's not, and how are we going to compete with them? Like they just made Furby. How are we going to beat Furby? You know what I mean? And it's just like, I really love that stuff. I really, really enjoy that section of the movie as well. So, guys, we're at 43 minutes. Like I said, I want to go about an hour. So let's start talking about the end of the movie. And anything you guys want to put in the chat, we will highlight and talk about as well. So the end of the movie, like I said, I'm not going to do a full breakdown or spoil the entire movie, but I thought the movie ended really good too. Believe it or not, my only slight, ever so slight, like, meh about the movie was in the ending. Obviously, in the beginning of the movie, Gemma shows Katie that she had made that prototype of Bruce, the robot that you can control with your hands and stuff. And then the movie ends, obviously, with Katie walking in, and her line delivery was good, but it felt ever so slightly cringe to me when she's like, "You forgot about one member of the family." And M3gan looks, and it was like Bruce, and she takes control of the robot, and then they fight and they kill M3gan, and happily ever after. And Gemma finally starts to take care of Katie and make her the priority that she should have since the beginning of the movie. So That's a lot of fun with that. But the only thing that was for me personally that was kind of meh was I didn't want this movie to end like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. You know what I mean? As I leaned over, I told Taylor, I'm like, why are we watching Rock'em Sock'em Robots? It was a cool, like, visually, the fight was awesome when Bruce picks up Megan and Megan's like kicking the freaking robot's face in. I really did love that. But again, it's like Rock'em Sock'em Robots to me. And it seems a little out of the realm of what the movie was and was trying to be. It felt like a little like this is the movie, and then it just kind of went like this. Just a little, just a tiny bit. Honestly, not even a gripe. This was almost pretty much an A movie for me. Like I don't really have any complaints about it. That's how much I really enjoyed it. But the Rock'em Sock'em Robots thing was a little bit, all right, whatever. I can get past that. James says, the one thing I didn't love was that Megan had super strength. Like she's a doll. There's no way she could throw people with force she was doing. Honestly, dude, I never thought about that. But granted, this is coming from the guy whose favorite movie is Freddy versus Jason, and when somebody gets punched, they fucking fly across Camp Crystal Lake. So don't take my word for it. But regardless, I see what you're saying. I mean, she is a robot, so I feel like she would have strength, but to that degree of superhuman strength, I don't know, man. I really didn't think about that. I'm going to think about that though on the rewatch for sure. Langers. God, I wish I knew what I was saying this right. Langers, my homie. I was just saying my homie, man. Yeah, that ending took me off guard with the robot. Exactly, man. Like it was like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. Like, you know what I mean? And it was like, oh, like, we got a PG-13 horror movie that has some comedy, some dry, subtle comedy sprinkled in. That's going to end in a robot fight. I'm sure Dead Meat's going to do robot fight or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was very weird. Very weird ending, but it wasn't bad. Says, yeah, man, you're saying it right. Am I saying it right with Lan or Lang? Probably Lan. Langers. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm really bad with words and names. Like, even at work, I constantly read patient names all day long, and I always mess it up. So it's never. There's no offense to it. So we're at 47 minutes, guys. We got some more time. Like I said, about 8 o'clock, we're going to jump on out of here, you guys, so you can enjoy your Saturday night. And we're going to plug another stream here before we go. But so, yeah, I thought the end of the movie was good. I thought the movie was great as a whole. Like I said, I didn't want this to be a full movie breakdown or anything, like scene by scene. I just wanted to talk about my favorite things, your guys' favorite things, and get a general consensus of what you all felt about the movie. Or, hell, there's even been 2 or 3 of you that said you haven't seen it, you're going to go see it. The stream was a success in my mind. That's all we needed to do here tonight, fellas and ladies. So you guys blow up the chat, man. You guys take it away. Taylor says the boss's voice, like you said, sounded exactly like Charlie Hunnam. It did. Like if you closed your eyes, and it's funny because like I think Charlie is like I think he's from the UK or something, and I'm pretty sure this boss was not. You know what I mean? So I'm like, it was so weird how they sounded so similar. James says, to be honest, I like the ending more than you guys. I thought it fit pretty well. I mean, I agree. That's why I say, like, I nag on it, but barely, though. Like, just this much about it kind of made me go, because they did introduce Bruce earlier in the movie, and it made sense. So, yeah, I liked it. And again, visually, it was great. I love things that fight. Anything that fights, I'm watching it. Horror Gang says, does anyone not have Shudder? I have a 30 free day code. Man, you still haven't found someone to take that Shudder thing? Guys, listen. I'm going to leave it on the screen. Hit up Horror Gang. Go subscribe to his channel. It's fucking amazing. He just passed 1,000 subscribers. He deserves everything that he gets positive coming to him. He's kicking ass, and he wants to give that away for when he hit 1,000 subs. You guys, take the free trial. You will not regret it. Hit him up. He's got an Instagram. He's got a YouTube channel. Get a hold of him. This is a continuation, I'm sure, to give away. James says, bro, the first thing I thought with that scene was this motherfucker, Dead Meat, 100% going to scream robot fight. You guys know how he does that. I don't subscribe to Dead Meat, and I'm not like a huge Dead Meat fan or anything. I respect what he's done. I think he's amazing at what he does. But, I just don't particularly watch it. But sometimes I do. And, he does the Freddy fight, Chucky fight, all that stuff. So, yeah, that's awesome. Glad I'm not the only one. Julie says, I don't have Shudder. Can you watch Megan on it? No, I don't believe so. I'm like 99.9% sure. No, Megan's not on there. Julie, Megan, I'm sure will be streaming soon. Or, like you said, I see you and your husband there in that picture. You guys can go to the movies, make a date night. I'm just saying, it's still in the theaters. Ghost Hunting says, you know what the hell I would do with that little fucker. I would take a bottle of water and spill it on her, and dead it's a robot. If it's not Jason X, I will not go to space. All right, so you would kill her with water and shit. Oh, that's cool, man. I mean, hey, you got to take out the robot somehow, man. If we've learned anything from movies, from Chappie to iRobot to Chucky 29 or Child's Play 2019 to Megan, technology is bad. It's going to kill us all. All right, guys, we got about 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm going to let you guys get back to your Saturday. Oh, it just disappeared. I don't know why it disappeared. I don't know if you guys can see that. Bobby Forsyth, my family, says, "Yep, now I have to watch it." It's worth your time. Seriously, we're family. I wouldn't lie to you. Come on, guys. Who's watching? Subscribe now to this, man. Thank you so much, man. If there's someone here that isn't subscribed, man, if you like what we do here, we're going to do these all year. And obviously, if you watch the channel, I'm trying to move the channel more into collectibles and stuff like that, because that's the stuff that gets the most views on my channel personally, and that's really where my passion lies. But I started to really get frustrated because I want to talk about movies. I didn't talk about all the good shit we got last year, and I'm like, that's got to change. We got to talk about horror movies together. Horror Gang says, I got to give it away. LOL. Somebody, seriously, Shudder. It's free 30 days. He'll send it right to you. Please go subscribe to Horror Gang. Langers, your display behind you looks mint. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I mean, hey, man, if you're new to my channel, like I said, I got a whole horror room tour. I got all kinds of cool stuff here. But before we end, I'll tilt the screen up. I'll let you see what's up above too, but I don't want to mess up my angle before we call it in a few minutes here, guys. Ghost Hunting says, I watch Deadbeat always. Hell yeah, dude. He's the biggest horror YouTuber of all time. The guy deserves everything. Julie says, yeah, we got to get that popcorn anyways. Exactly. Dude. Oh my God, movie theater popcorn, don't even get me started. It will not go to space like Jason X. Oh, I got you. Yeah, no, I don't think that's gonna happen. And of course, my aunt says thumbs up. Thank you for that. All right, guys, we're nearing the end here. I'm having a fucking blast. We got 15 people watching. This is amazing, but I want to stick to my word. I want to make these tight, and I want to, go out on a high note. I don't want to burn anybody out like I've done before with live streams. And I don't want to step on Horror Gang's toes either. So let's talk about what's next. All right. If you guys don't know, last Wednesday, they had already greenlit and they already announced we are getting a sequel to Megan. We're getting a sequel to Megan. It's going to be called Megan 2.0, and it comes out January 17th, 2025. So unfortunately, we got to wait 2 years to see it, but Megan is coming back. So rest assured, for everyone that likes this movie like me, and everyone that has yet to see it that will like it, we're going to get a sequel, and I think Megan is here to stay, and she's going to be a horror face for a long time to come. So it's going to be really exciting. So I want to ask you guys this. I'm going to read these two comments, and then I want to ask you guys something. Langer says, I've just picked up the Ultimate Chucky from Trick or Treat Studios last week. It looks absolutely unreal. Dude, shout out. I was unfortunately not able to get the Ultimate Chucky, but God, do I want one so bad. I do have the, I always forget that it's opposite. I do have the Seed of Chucky one. I do have the Seed of Chucky doll, obviously, as you guys can see, and you've been able to see for the last 53 minutes. I did not get the Ultimate, man. Hey, man, if you do a review or something, if you have a YouTube channel, hey, man, I'm watching. I love that doll. Wasn't able to get it. Julie says, Horror Gang, I'm going to check you out. I got to see the Megadeth video as soon as this is over. Yeah, Julie, please, guys, go subscribe to Horror Gang. His channel is just fabulous. Like, he's a great content creator, and so is Wanna Play. If you're watching this, you probably already know James, and you're probably already subscribed to him, because him and I have been friends for a while. We've been collabing for, a year and a half or whatever it's been. So, but yeah, go check him out, man. I saw he's been doing some music videos from Megadeth, and I don't remember the other one. It's not my style of music, so I don't want to mess it up and say something stupid. Speaking of James, he says, damn, that's a long ass wait, but this is definitely one where there's more to tell. Exactly. So in the last few minutes here, I want to ask you guys, okay, hold on, one more comment. And then we'll go, James, we'll go back to that. Ghost Hunting says, I am waiting for The Walking Dead Rick and Michonne for 1 year and this for 2025 bullshit. I know what you're saying, man. The Walking Dead, we've been waiting to see what happened with Rick, but hey, we got that cameo. We got that cameo at the end there, so that's super exciting. Rick's coming back, man. I believe the Rick and Michonne show is going to be this year, so you don't got to wait too long. And as far as 2025, it's bullshit. I know, man, but it takes a long time to make these movies, and especially James Wan and Jason Blum, they're probably super busy, and everyone else involved too is super busy. But also confirmed, Allison Williams and Violet McGraw, who played Gemma and Katie respectively, they are said to be coming back for the sequel. So that's super cool. James says it's been almost 3 years. What the fuck? Really, dude? Really? Wow, dude, that's fucking unbelievable, man. I can't believe it's been that long. So, all right, guys, as we round off here the last 6 minutes or so, I want to ask you guys this. What's next? What's next? What are we going to get in M3gan 2.0? What do you guys think the story is going to be? What do you guys want to see in the next installment of this franchise, in the next movie? I'll tell you guys right now. What my thought is obviously at the end of the movie, M3gan is still alive, and her essence, if you will, her mind or whatever, is in the like Alexa system, whatever. There's a name for it in the movie. It's not Alexa, but it's something like that. Whatever the smart system is in Gemma's house, you see it turn, and you know. So obviously M3gan is still alive, and it was left open for part 2. Here's the thing that I have to stress this: they cannot do M3gan 2.0 without that doll. They can't. I've seen some fan theories of people saying, oh, this is going to be awesome because now M3gan can get a whole new body. Nope, it's not going to work. That doll is now synonymous with this franchise. That face, that doll, that outfit, they have to have that M3gan doll. They have to find a way for M3gan to get that body back. Whether she picks up the scraps and rebuilds it or something like that. What I'm thinking it's going to be, a Child's Play 2 kind of thing. I think there's going to be some other toy company that saw what the success of M3gan could have been, and they're going to make a M3gan 2.0, and somehow M3gan's going to get in that body because there's some greedy toy guy that wants to make $1 gajillion, and I think it's going to borrow from Child's Play 2. That's just my opinion, but let me know what you guys think. Can you do this movie without that doll? I don't see how. It's like doing a Chucky movie, but changing the look of Chucky. Like completely. Not giving him stitches and stuff, but completely changing the doll. It just wouldn't work, in my opinion. Ghost Hunting says, I am starting to write a scenario for a horror movie. Nice, man. Let your passion flow, man. Let your creativity flow, man. Let us know, man. Send it to me on Facebook or put it in the horror group, man. Everybody will check it out. Lasso of Truth is still here. Thank you so very much, because I really do love your channel. By the way, Lasso of Truth, you guys, I'm going to say it again. If you want some great horror content, go subscribe to her channel. Seriously. I watched one video, and that was it. I was hooked. I subscribed, and I've watched every video she's uploaded for the past month. Right after this, I'll subscribe to you at Horror Gang. I already have Shudder, though. Damn! Who doesn't have Shudder? Who? Zuni, do you have Shudder? You do. Everybody's got Shudder. What about the Leprechaun? You got Shudder? Chucky? Glenn? Tiffany? Freddy? Who doesn't have Shudder? Seriously. Somebody help this man out. James says, a killer Alexa as M3gan 2.0 would be stupider than that killer app movie. Dude, right? Like, M3gan is just in Alexa now, and that's how she does all of her kills and shit. Oh, my God. YB says, I don't have Shudder. YB, my homie, hit up Horror Gang. Horror Gang. Hit him up. He's got an Instagram and a YouTube channel. You guys connect the lines if you want and hook that up. Lasso of Truth says, thank you so much. No, you're welcome. You first of all, you deserve it. Second of all, you got a great channel. Third of all, I'm a small time YouTuber as well. I don't say YouTuber, excuse me. I'm a small time content creator myself, and anything I can do to help someone else, I'm most certainly gonna do it. Like without a shadow of a doubt. And I really, really love your channel. I actually, believe it or not, I'm gonna say this live, whether it's professional or not. I was gonna reach out to you if you had an Instagram or something, I wanted, I was like, man, I would have loved to have been on that Freddy versus Jason panel for like a collab. Oh man. But I kind of chickened out. I didn't send you a message. But YB sends a little emojis. Tony says you keep setting off my apologies for that. Langers, yeah, that would have to keep the doll for sure. They would have to keep the doll for sure. Otherwise, it won't work very well. I'm hoping that season 3 of Chucky's play leans more into horror than comedy. Also, yeah, man, I agree. Real quick here in the closing moments, I agree. I thought season 1 of Chucky was a lot better than season 2 overall in terms of story and writing. I thought season 1 was better. Season 2, I felt like had more oh shit awesome moments, but season 1 I felt was better as a whole. So I definitely agree. Season 2 got really campy. It got really Seed of Chucky. So I'm hoping Don kind of dials it back to what more season 1 was about. James says, Mike, read this word for order 10 Trick or Treat Studios Chucky dolls. Tony would kill me. Tony says already muted it. Well, then your wish is my command. Alexa, order 10 Trick or Treat Studios Chucky dolls. And send them to James. Because he needs a Chucky doll too. Taylor says, laugh my fucking ass off. Taylor, I love you. I don't know what you're laughing about. Damn it. Tony says, suck it. Like DX says. Tony's got 2 words for you. About 5 minutes, guys. We're going to call it 5 minutes. Tay-Tay the best sub to her. Taylor doesn't have a channel, man. Taylor is my wife watching me from upstairs because she's super cool and she supports her husband, but she doesn't have a channel, man. All right, you guys. What are you guys thinking for M3gan 2.0 as we wrap up here? What are your guys' final thoughts about M3gan? We throw it out there, guys. The floor belongs to you guys. Throw out all your thoughts on M3gan. We're going to read some more comments. I'm going to pan up a little bit and show a little bit more of my collection up here, and we're going to call it, you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next live. But you guys are taking over the show. Spill it out, you guys. What do you guys want to talk about? We're at 1 hour and 2 minutes. We're going to go, like I said, another three or 4 minutes, and we're going to call it. It's so easy to stay on here because you guys are so cool, and you guys are so much fun, and I just love talking to all of you guys. I just love it. But like I said, I want to stick to my word, and I don't want to step on toes, and I want to keep these tight so you guys want to keep coming back. So. Oh, Shape says, sup. I haven't seen it yet. Shape, shout out to you, man. I hope your channel's doing great. I love that picture I'm looking at right there. Your new picture. I love that. The Shape in the Shadows. Again, another great horror YouTuber, content creator. Go check out his channel if you guys haven't. Please, please, please. I want to play Horror Gang, The Shape in the Shadows, and The Lasso of Truth. I want all of them. I want their subscribers to go up after this. Please, please, please. Shape, we're going to be wrapping up in a couple minutes, man, but anything you want us to know, let us know. Ghost hunting, long waiting, but it'll be good. I totally agree with you. Tony says, any clue when the next stream will be? Yeah, brother, the next big horror movie. What's coming out next, you guys? What's coming out next? Is it Scream? Is Scream coming out next? When does Evil Dead Rise come out? Whatever the next big horror movie is, that's going to be the next stream. Whether it's Evil Dead Rise or Scream 6, or maybe we'll do Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Maxine. I know that Infinity Pool movie's coming out, but I don't know if I'm going to review that or not. So yeah, Tony, I had a blast tonight, and I had so much fun with you guys. I want to do this all year long. I want to cover every big horror movie for a good hour, and a good hour review and discussion. And I'm even going to have people on. It's not always going to be just my mug. I want to have other people on. You know what I mean? I want to have you guys on. Tony, if you want to come on to talk about a movie, or James, I'm going to have you on for Scream, or Lasso of Truth. If you want to come on and do a stream with me and talk about a movie, let's do it. Whatever, man. Like, absolutely. So that's when the next stream is going to be. Whatever the next big horror movie is. You guys are so fucking awesome. I agree with you. They should start M3gan 2 with the essence of whatever immediately going into a doll that starts killing people. I agree. I think it'll be Child's Play 2 like. Will you do a giveaway? All right, ghost hunting. So here's the deal. Excuse me, with a giveaway. As we wrap up here. Because, James, I know you're going live soon. I don't want to step on your guys' toes. Maybe we'll go 5 more minutes. We'll do 110. 10 minutes past what I said, but that's pretty damn good. My next giveaway is going to be when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Now, initially, I was going to do the biggest giveaway of my channel, and I was going to give away one of these dolls, one of these Trick or Treat dolls. Obviously, not my 3 because I want to keep them. But I talked to Tony. When he came over to my house and we were hanging out, and he was kind of telling me, "Hey, man, like I wouldn't do that for this and that." And I agree with him, and I saw where he was coming from. So it's not going to be quite that stature, but yes, when I hit 1,000, there will be a giveaway. Yes. And probably a killing time, the return of killing time. Because how else are we going to do a giveaway? We got to kill people. Lasso of Truth. I'll drop my email in the comments after the show so we can collab. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I was so nervous to hit you up. I didn't want to come off as too pushy or something, and I don't know. I got cold feet, but that would be awesome. I would love that. Ghost Hunting says, don't hurry. They're going to be a lot of lives this year. Oh, yeah, no, exactly, man. There's going to be a ton of lives, you guys, like a ton. Like all the big horror movies, we're going to go live for them. Shape in the Shadows, I may go see it now or I'll wait till streaming. Brother, it's up to you, man. It's worth going to see it in the theater. It's worth it. It's worth it. But you can wait till streaming too. I mean, either way, I would just recommend seeing it. James says we should do a stream with them, Nightmare Corner, Nightmare Crypt, Night Watch Zone, Helvington, Shape in the Shadows, and Big Kid Collectors. No relation, just throwing out random channels. I've thought about it, man. Obviously, the Clash is no longer a thing. I've thought about doing a super group. Honestly, I thought about doing a super group before the Clash was even a thing. Not that he stole my idea. Not saying that. He thought of it. People have done large group. Lasso of Truth does it. You know what I mean? But just to have a big group of horror YouTubers talk about one topic is definitely something I'm kicking around for sure. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up in 2 minutes here. I promise. Ghost Hunting, I never won a giveaway, and in my country, no horror toys, LOL. You know what, Ghost Hunting? You know what? Because you're so cool to me, and you know what? Hit me up on Facebook and tell me what NECA figure you want. Just tell me what figure you want. We'll go from there. Horror Gang says, thanks at Lasso of Truth. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Horror Gang is on the screen. This is a perfect segue. I'm going to close on out of here, you guys. I don't want to go. I'm having so much fun. But I want to stick to my word, and I don't want to eat up your guys' Saturday night. And we're going to be back for Scream. We're going to be back for Evil Dead. We're going to be maybe for Winnie the Pooh. If you guys want it, I'll probably put a poll up on the channel. We're going to be back for Saw X. Oh, my God. I might paint my face like Billy for that. Oh, my God. All right, you guys, I cannot tell you all how much I appreciate each and every one of you. This was a way bigger success than I thought it was going to be. You can ask my wife. You can ask my good friends. I really thought I was going to come on here and talk to myself, and I was really nervous about this. I swallowed a bunch of toothpaste before I went live. I was really nervous. I didn't know how this was going to go. Hey, we got the bots in here. Who's looking for love? Have a good time. Find your love. Whoa, yeah. Woo, that's how we know we made it. I'm drinking for the bots. Shout out to the bots. Can I put that on the screen and we'll fuck up the channel? I don't know. I'm not going to. All right. I cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you all so very much. It means the world to me that you guys came out and talked with me. It's not about me. It's about us. I appreciate each and every one of your comments, your feedback, because I wanted to know what your feedback was. You know what I mean? That's what the whole point of going live was. I could have done a pre-record, but I want to know what you guys thought. I want to interact. That's what this whole channel is about, is a community. Speaking of community, if you guys haven't got your jollies off yet with your horror content for the night, in about 20 minutes, I believe, I think at about 8:30 my time, I think 9:30 Eastern time, I'm pretty sure. Horror Gang, he's on the screen right now. Him, Wanna Play James, and probably his good friend Hunter. I assume he's going to be there. They're going to be going live tonight, you guys. Tonight, they're going to be going live. They're going to be doing a live watch along and commentary. Excuse me. For it's the return of Attack of the 50s, and they're going to be watching The Head from 1959, and they're going to be watching The Man Who Lived Once Again, also known as The Man who changed his mind. And again, he's going to be going live tonight in just a little bit. So once we sign off of here, you guys go get a snack, go rub one out, whatever you want to do, and then go over to Horror Gang and watch his live and show him all the love that all he deserves. And go subscribe, please, to Shape in the Shadows. Go subscribe to The Lasso of Truth. Go subscribe to Wanna Play. Go subscribe to Ghost Hunting's channel, which might be Midnight Ghouls. Is that your channel, if I remember correctly? And we're going to sign off here, guys, at 1:10. I want to tell you guys so much. Shape in the Shadow says, you better be back. Need more. This is my design. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the hell out of that, man. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate that. James is giving me crying emojis. We gotta know why James. Did I fuck up something? I'm sorry. Did I fuck up the plug for you guys? I'm so sorry. If I fucked up the plug, I'm sorry. I swear I wrote it down. I tried my best, y'all. You guys know the 50s better than me. James, we're going to find out why we got those emojis, and then we're going to sign off. You guys, I want to say thank you all so much. You all are just so cool. I love this community. I love growing the channel. I love small-time content creators, and we're all going to grow together. M3gan is a great movie. Go to your local theater and check it out. If you don't, wait for it to come to stream. Pick it up on Blu-ray. I promise you guys you won't be disappointed. And James, just let me know why you hit me with those crying emojis, man. And then we're going to call it. All right, I'm going to start wrapping it up. James, you can hit me up on Instagram after. Again, thank you all so very much for watching the live. Oh, wait a minute. Langer says, have a good one, man. You too, brother. Cheers. Like I said, I'm having a beer for the first time in months. I've been eating better. I've been drinking nothing but water. I look good. I'm feeling good. So, I mean, not look good. That sounds kind of pompous, but I feel good. If James says no, bro, you told 15 people to go rub one out before I stream. I'm sorry, man. It's just my sense of humor, man. I'm so sorry. Don't do that. Please don't. Go get a snack. Get a snack. Get your friends. Make some popcorn. Gather around your phone or your television and go watch some 1950s with Wanna Play and Horror Gang. They're coming up next. Go to his channel. It'll be right there. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you guys. I want to stay. I cannot thank you enough. This has been an awesome review, an awesome discussion. In the once it's uploaded to YouTube, let me know what you guys thought about this stream so I know going forward. Did you like the pace of the stream? Did you like the length of the stream? Did you like the interaction? Did you like the box office stuff? Or like, nah, nobody cares about that. Cut that shit. So again, you guys let me know in the comments after this uploads. James says, I mean, if you want to, no one's going to stop you. That's true. But if you do, just keep it to yourself and don't turn your camera on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you. I love this community. Much love, everybody. And just in case you're new here, my name is Mike, and this is my design. Take care, guys.